told you never to drive into town alone.
Whoever told you that lied.
You're wasting your time, brother. You might as well forget it. She will not talk if she's made up her mind not to.
You keep out of this, Jarrett. Keep out. You will do as I tell you to do. I will not tolerate disobedience from my wife.
I have not disobeyed you.
And I say you have. Nobody disobeys me. And I'm going to beat the truth out of you if I have to kill you.
No, God, no!
Put that down. This instant.
Brother's dead?
Oh, no.
Well, now, there's no reason being too upset about it. Brother deserved killing. Besides, he was a rich man. A mighty rich man, Laura. There's no reason why we can't enjoy it together. There's no use running, Laura. That's the way it's going to be. Yes, ma'am. That's the way it's going to be.
Satisfactory. Glad to have you aboard. Ma'am? Well, Mrs. Raleigh, everything satisfactory?
Everything is fine, Captain. Thank you.
Fine. We'll be pulling into Chambers Landing in a moment to take on some wood. Well, excuse me.
Certainly.
It's a very nice dinner. Are you ready to go back to the cabin?
You run along, dear. I think I'll stay and have a brandy.
Well, I do have a slight headache. Nothing to be concerned about. Don't be long.
No, I won't. Good evening, ladies. May I? Thank you.
You're making good time, Ben. Good time.
Well, what got into you? You sound almost civil for a change.
Well, why not? The cabins are full and we're loaded with cargo.
Well, you couldn't ask for anything more than that.
You about loaded?
Well, just a little bit more, Uncle.
Well, let's not stay here all night. I'll go find Chambers and pay him off.
Yes, sir.
Evening there, Captain.
Well, Miss Chambers.
How about some fresh laid eggs and some fine hickory smoked ham?
No, thanks. Galley's all filled up. No, I just came in to settle up for the wood.
I got some mighty fine beaver pelts this time. Let you have them at a bargain.
No, thanks. Now, let me see. That was 20 cord.
20.
At $2 a cord, right?
Well, for now, maybe, yes. But see the way things are, all my supplies costing me more. Next time, they have to make it $2.15 a cord.
$2.15?
Uh-huh.
Why, Miss Chambers, at that price, I could make money cutting it myself.
Yeah, oh, I didn't say that I would. I just said I might have to sometime.
Captain, Yeah, got all the wood on board. It's only half a load. It's 10 cords.
10 cords? Miss Chambers?
That's some mighty fine liquor laid by.
No, thank you.
Peaches?
No, next trip, Nick.
Good.
Now, you know better than to try this, don't you, Mr. Chambers?
Yeah, but it sure was fun trying.
Help! Help!
What happened?
I just get to the boat. Go to Memphis. Oh, he'll kill me. I know he'll kill me.
Who'll kill you?
Who is she, do you know her?
No, can't say I do.
She said somebody was chasing her.
Well, it might be. She don't look like she's dressed for a stroll.
No, she doesn't, does she? Where's the nearest plantation?
Oh, 10, 15 miles back through the brush.
10 to 15 miles.
Yeah. Well, you ain't going to take her aboard, are you?
We have a doctor taking passage. If any of her folks show up, explain to him, will you?
Yeah. Oh.
All right, Captain. Well, Doctor. Exhaustion as near as I can tell. No broken bones. I can make some poultices for the bruises. No bloodletting needed. Nothing serious. Good. Thank you, Doctor. How is she?
She'll be all right.
Now, if she develops a fever, I want to know it right away.
But please watch her closely.
Oh, my wife is very good at watching people, Captain.
If you need anything, you'll let me know.
I will.
Doctor.
I don't see why you volunteered for me to be her nurse.
But it's the charitable thing to do. We're right next door. That makes us neighbors.
She's also very pretty.
Yeah, she's also very pretty.
How can you be so flagrant? I'm your wife, remember?
Darling, you're the one who said she was pretty. I agree, that's all. Now, if you'll forgive me, I promise to play cards.
Who are you? I'm Ellen Raleigh. The captain asked me to help you.
Oh, yes. I remember now.
Are you in trouble?
No, May I have some water, please? Oh, thank you. How much trouble I must be causing everybody. Oh, I must make some arrangements. If I could have a comb, please.
Surely. My husband bought me this comb as a present in New Orleans. Are you married?
No, it's still Miss Winters, Laura Winters.
Where do you come from?
Natchez, down that way. My father has a farm.
I hope you won't be offended, Miss Winters, but I will have to make other arrangements for someone to look after you in the morning. My husband and I are on a second honeymoon. I know you understand.
Yes, of course. You've really been far too kind already. And I'm really feeling so much better. I'm quite sure I'll be able to see to my own needs.
I'll bring you some things, Miss Winters.
Hey, where'd you get the artillery?
Our newest passenger was carrying it.
You mean a woman?
Yeah. It's been fired. They took a shot at something or somebody. Can't figure it.
Yeah, Connie.
We're running low on wood, Mr. Fraser. Got enough left for about another hour. All we got from Chambers was cottonwood and green at that.
Yeah, I know. We had to take it. That's all they had.
Want me to cut it to half, steam, stretch a little?
No, stoke the wood and keep her hot. We'll put in the boudreaux before long.
Right you are, sir.
Yeah, she was scared of something. She was running like the devil himself was out there. Can't figure it out. Doesn't look like the kind of woman who'd even know how to handle one of these. Well, here. Keep this thing here. I'll be back before we hail Bordeaux.
Who is it?
It's the captain, ma'am.
I can't see you now.
I'm sorry, but it's important. I must see you.
All right.
Well, you are feeling better, aren't you? Hmm?
Yes, thank you. I don't mean to appear rude, Captain, but I'd really prefer to be alone.
Well, now, nobody says that to the captain. Not on board his own boat.
Oh, I am sorry. I'm really very grateful for all you've done. But I've had a very frightening experience.
Want to tell me about it?
I'd rather not.
You were running away from someone, weren't you?
Yes.
Who?
I live with my brother in a cabin on the edge of the Johnson plantation. His name is Earl Winters. Maybe you've heard of him?
No, I can't say that I have.
Well, he had to go away for the night. And a friend of his came by the house to see him.
What friend?
A man named Magruder, and he was drunk, terribly drunk. And he tried to force his way into the house. When he wouldn't leave, I picked up a pistol to try and frighten him away, but he wouldn't go. And then I ran.
Mm-hmm. I see. Did you fire the pistol?
No.
Somebody did.
Oh. Well, I fell. It must have gone off.
And you didn't hear it?
I was so upset.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, won't your brother, what's his name?
Earl.
Earl, yes. Well, won't Earl be worried when he finds that you've gone?
Oh, I left word for him.
With whom? The man who broke into your cabin, the drunk? It's not really a very good story, is it? You know, you can get rid of wedding rings very easily, but it's not so easy to get rid of the mark they leave. And, by the way, a backwoods woman who lives in a log cabin doesn't wear silk. Now then, perhaps you'd better tell me the truth.
What are you going to do to me?
Nobody's going to do anything to you. The truth?
I have to get to Memphis, Captain. I have friends there. These are very valuable rings. You can hold them for me until I can raise the cash to pay my fare.
I don't want your rings, Mrs. Winters, did you say? Well, it's as good a name as any. You know, you're not going to help yourself by running away.
I think you'd do better not to get involved in it.
But I am involved. You're aboard my boat. I brought you here. If you're in trouble, it affects me.
Not for long. I'll be leaving the boat at Memphis.
Yes. Well, that's your decision to make. If I can help in any way...
Please, don't try. I seem to have ruined everything I've touched.
Take me with you.
A saloon is no place for a woman. And since we're docked here for an hour, I'm going over there to play a hand of poker.
Why don't you play cards aboard the boat like the other gentlemen?
You never let go of anything that's yours, do you? Not even for a minute.
are coming back, aren't you?
But of course, my dear, don't I always? After all, you are my wife.
We'll only be docked here 1 hour, Mr. Raleigh.
I'll be back, Captain.
Oh, Captain.
Yes, Travis, what is it?
I found those kegs of molasses, sir. They've got mislabeled salt pork.
Mislabeled salt pork? Who mislabeled them?
Well, sir, I guess I did.
You did?
Yes, sir.
Well, just make sure the right kegs get off this boat and on the Bojo's wagon.
Yes, sir.
I can just see old man Bojo trying to make long sweetening out of salt pork.
All right, sir, I'll check the barrels on the dock right now.
All right, sir. Ladies?
This stuff all goes in a Boudreaux wagon. Let's watch where you're riding, will you, mister?
I'm looking for the Enterprise.
Well, there she is. You found her.
Yes, sir, mister. I sure have. Hey, you there. You. I'm looking for the captain of the Enterprise.
What do you want with him?
Are you the captain?
Well, I just might be. Who's asking?
Jared Sutton. I want a cabin.
How far are you going?
What might your next stop be?
Memphis?
I believe I'll go to Memphis then.
What business are you in, Mr. Sutton?
I don't believe that's any of your affair, sir.
It is if I let you on board my boat. If you don't like it, you can ride your horse to Memphis.
Well, now, I'm a drummer, sir. I lost my sample bags. I've got to get to the next big town to get fixed up.
We don't have any cabins left, only deck space.
That'll do. Hey, boy. You there. Come here. Take my horse to the stable. Bring me a receipt on board.
He's a drummer. I'm Andy Jackson.
Well, we just carry people, Ben. We don't have to figure them out.
Oh, I guess I was more hungry than I thought. Thank you, Captain.
I was going to compliment you on your gown. It's lovely.
Thank you. It belongs to Mrs. Raleigh. She was kind enough to lend me a few things.
Oh.
Tell me, Captain, is there any such thing left in the world as a happy marriage?
Oh. The Raleighs?
Men are all alike, I guess.
You don't like us?
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. That was rude. I've never had any reason to like men or to trust them.
Oh? You're probably very tired. You'll feel better in the morning after a good night's sleep. What's the matter? Something wrong?
No, I guess I'm just a little more tired than I thought. Will you escort me back to my cabin?
Of course.
Good evening, Captain. Ma'am.
Evening.
Who's there?
You know who it is. You don't seem very glad to see me.
How did you find me?
You weren't very hard to track. No, ma'am, not hard at all. And Brothers' horses are the fastest in the county.
What do you want?
Well, it seems to me like you left everything up in the air running off the way you did without so much as fare thee well. After all, Brother was a rich man. richest man in the county.
I don't care about his money. I never cared about his money. You can have it all.
You're right there. I can have it all. Every penny. Yes, ma'am, you are thinking clearly.
Well, then why are
Maybe it's justice. After all, you did kill him. You pointed that little old pistol at him and you shot him down.
But that was in self-defense. He was drunk. He would have killed me. You saw it.
Well, of course I saw it. He was real mean. He might have killed you, but do I say so in court?
Why are you doing this to me? What do you want?
Now you've come down to the heart of it. Now, you couldn't really say that Brother and me were very close. After all, Brother was rich and I was poor, and that doesn't make for closeness, now does it? I ask you a question, woman, and I expect an answer. Now, does that make for closeness? No, of course not, but it does make for envy. A powerful envy. Now, I looked the house over before I left to come after you, and it is a mighty pretty place. And I got to thinking, now, there's no reason in the world why I couldn't just step right into Brother's shoes. I could have everything he had. Everything.
I'd die first.
You just might do that. Now, I am the only hope you've got, woman, the only witness. Without me, they'll hang you for sure.
I'll get a decent trial in Memphis.
Well, you're not in Memphis.
You're just like he was.
No, there's one difference, ma'am. Brother's dead. I'm alive. Now, I don't believe you'll be going any place before morning, so you just think on it.
Good evening, Captain.
To get us into Memphis before noon, Gray, but this mist is going to slow us down.
Yeah, well, don't take any chances. Don't risk anything.
A lot of snags in the river. I figure the overflow must have washed them out of the swamps last spring.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I thought you swore off last trip, remember?
Swore off what?
Getting involved with women passengers.
You think you got it all figured out?
Yeah, pretty well, yeah.
Yeah, well, she's in trouble, that's all. Bad trouble. I better check and see if Travis threw a canvas over that cargo deck.
Boiler deck!
Connie, cut it to half speed.
Roger, half speed! Hey, are we coming in as your valves, Ben?
Right.
Well, keep us out of the swamp, Benny, me lad. I've got a date in Memphis, and I don't want to keep little Billy Lou waiting.
It's a little wet for walking the deck, isn't it?
Feels very clean. You can't see things so clearly in the mist. It blots out the world.
World, eh? Why don't you go back to him?
Who?
Your husband. That's who you're running away from, isn't it?
My husband is dead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't pity him. He doesn't deserve it. He was a hard man. He tried to beat the world into a shape that would be to his liking. He whipped his horses until he broke their spirit. Kicked his dogs until they cowered every time he entered the kennel. And me? I was just another one of his animals to him. I'm glad he's dead. Oh, no. I didn't mean that, of course. I'm sorry he had to die.
Why'd you marry him? Seems to me you could have had your pick of men.
He came to my father's plantation to buy a stallion. He was polite, chivalrous. I don't know, maybe I was bored. Anyway, we were married. And he made life unbearable for me.
Tell me, Laura, what is Jarrett Sutton to you?
My husband's brother. He's come to take me back.
Take you back? Why?
I can't tell you.
I saw the way you looked at him in the salon. You were afraid of him, aren't you?
He's just like my husband was. Worse, if anything.
Now, you listen to me, Laura. You don't have to be afraid of anything. Not on board this boat. If he bothers you in any way, if he so much as speaks to you, you tell me and I'll throw him off.
I really think you would.
Why don't you try me?
There's nothing anyone can do, Gray. Believe me. Nothing.
Pardon, Captain?
Yes, Travis.
I just want to check that this consignment to Memphis is correct.
Yes. Why don't you go in and have some breakfast? I'll be in a moment.
All right, but I'll wait for you.
I didn't expect you to be having breakfast alone. Where are your men friends? I thought you'd be having one of them pay the bill for it. Come on, sit down. Sit down. There's one thing I think you'd better learn about me right off. I do not like moody women. When I speak, I expect to be spoke to.
Take your hands off her, Sutton.
I didn't hear any complaints, Captain, did you?
Hold this, man. We'll put him ashore at the next landing.
If you put me ashore, Captain, you'll have to put her ashore, too. She's my property. That is a legal paper, Captain. A warrant for her arrest in my custody.
On what charge?
Murder, Captain. This little lady shot and killed her husband.
Laura, what's this all about?
It's not true. Not the way he said it.
But he has a warrant for your arrest on a charge of murder.
I can't talk about it. Not
But
now.
Laura...
Captain Holden, may I have a word with you?
Yes, Mrs. Raleigh, what is it?
That Sutton woman is... well, what she is. She should be confined to a cabin until we reach Memphis.
And just what is she, Mrs. Raleigh?
It's on the warrant in black and white.
A warrant is only a piece of paper. I suggest we leave it up to the courts in Memphis to decide what she is. You'll excuse me?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know anyone was in here. I came to return your wife's comb.
Ah, yes, the comb. My wife would hate to lose it. She can't stand to lose anything that belongs to her. I was just in the process of dipping into my wife's money box. Does that surprise you?
No.
But it interests you.
No, I'm afraid not. It's none of my business.
Wait a minute, Mrs. Sutton. It should.
I know what you are, Mr. Raleigh.
And I know what you are, Mrs. Sutton. That makes us even. Come in. Please sit down. Care for a drink?
No, thank you. Please come to the point, Mr. Raleigh.
As I see it, Mrs. Sutton, we are both prisoners. I have an unhappy marriage, you of a charge of murder, which may or may not be justified. However, being prisoners, we both want to escape. And I now have the money to do so. But there's a flaw in my plan. My wife will most certainly send the authorities after me. But they'll be looking for a man traveling alone. With you posing as my wife, well, it'll not only be practical for both of us, but enjoyable as well. And I have a pistol to discourage your watchdog. You see? No impediments.
One, I am not interested.
If you change your mind, let me know.
Looks like I'm late for the party. Aren't you going to introduce me to your friend?
Mr. Raleigh, this is Mr. Sutton.
Mr. Raleigh, I will tell you once and only once. If I ever catch you hanging around this woman again, if you ever so much as even open your mouth to her, I'll kill you. Is that understood?
But I thought you were bringing her in for murder.
What you thought makes no difference to me. Make no mistake, sir. I mean what I say.
Very well. I'm not looking for trouble.
No, sir, I didn't think you were. Come on. You make trouble for me, Laura. I don't like that.
I'm not your property.
I say different.
You're out of your mind.
No, ma'am. Just a man who means to have what he wants.
Yes?
It's Laura Sutton.
Oh! Just a moment, please.
Are you busy?
No. Come in, please.
I'd like to ask a favor of you.
Of course, anything at all.
Gray, how far upriver do you go?
Well, St. Louis, for now. Beyond that, I don't know. Why?
Take me with you.
Oh, Laura.
I can pay my own way. I'll sell my rings in St. Louis.
Laura. Oh, it wouldn't work.
Do you believe I'm a murderess?
Well, I'll be perfectly frank with you. I don't know. I just don't know. Would you like to tell me about it now?
He was in a rage. He struck me with his riding crop. I tried to get away from him. He swore he'd kill me. He couldn't bear to be opposed by anybody. I picked up the gun from his desk. He hit me again. I shot him. I didn't mean to kill him. I hated him, but I didn't want him to die. Oh, Gray, you will help me.
Tell me, what does Jared Sutton have to do with all of this?
He was there. He saw the whole thing. He knows it was self-defense. But he hated his brother. He envied him everything, including me. He'll tell the truth if I agree to. I agree to.
He's going off this boat right now.
Oh, no. No, you'd have to kill him first. And he's my only witness. If he dies, I haven't a chance.
Well, then what can I do?
Help me.
To run? No, it wouldn't work, Laura.
It's a big country.
Not that big. You'd be running from now on. Jared Sutton doesn't strike me as the kind of a man who'd give up easily. I know a lawyer in Memphis. He'll help you. Laura, I'll do everything I can. Believe me, just trust me.
It's so easy for you to make promises, but it's my life you're gambling with. Mr. Raleigh, I've been thinking over what you said in the cabin.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I'll go with you on one condition.
No conditions, no conditions. Come with me and I'll help you, or you can stay.
I have to get away from Jared.
All right.
Oh, no. I don't want him killed. I've had enough of killing.
He doesn't worry me.
Speak of the devil and he appears.
I gave you fair warning, sir.
You don't scare me. I got a gun.
Now, you all saw it. He drew first.
Someone do something. Get a doctor.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. He's dead.
Oh, no, he can't be dead. I love this. No, he can't be dead.
Trying to take her to a cabin.
Oh, you did it! You got him murderous!
Take it. Cabin.
Murderous!
All right, folks. That's all there is to see. Go on back to your cabins, please. Nothing further to see here. Go on back to your cabins, folks. Please, go on.
It was self-defense.
Uh-huh. Now, suppose you tell me what happened. All right. Connie, what about that shot? Why haven't I had a report yet?
I don't know. I sent a man to find out.
You have to stop the boat. You have to put me ashore.
Are you out of your mind? You wrecked the boat.
I told you to stop this boat.
There's nothing but swamp out there, ma'am. You don't want to go out there.
I'm warning you. You put me ashore.
All right, ma'am. But I have to talk to the engine room first. All right? Connie!
No word yet, Mr. Fraser. I sent you Hanson out to take a look.
Connie, listen very carefully. Tell Gray I've decided to put ashore.
In the swamp? Something wrong?
Put me ashore now!
Mr. Fraser! What's the matter, Mr. Fraser?
No!
Get to sea!
What happened? What's going on? Ben! Mrs. Sutton! Come back here, Mrs. Sutton! You're a lucky boy. It just grazed you.
She badly damaged, Gray?
Well, near as I can figure out, our bow's sticking about 6 feet closer to Memphis, the hard way.
Doesn't sound too bad. If the paddle's free, we can back off.
Captain, and Mrs. Sutton just went ashore.
Ashore?
Yes, sir, and Jared went after her.
Jared?
Yes, sir.
Here, watch you. Run out back in 20 minutes. Come after me.
Well, now, you certainly picked yourself a warm day for a walk.
Kill me now and get it over with.
No, ma'am. I've got other ideas for you, Laura.
For the love of heaven, just tell the truth. I never did anything to you.
No, you sure didn't. I can say that for you. You never did a thing to me. You never even looked twice in my direction. But you're looking at me now.
Please leave me alone.
There are going to be a lot of people looking at me from now on. I'm going to get myself a carriage the likes of which you never saw, with twin bays. And you are going to sit up there right beside me, and people are going to say, there comes Jared Sutton and his loving wife.
No. Oh, please leave me alone.
Laura!
Ray! Ray!
You keep your mouth shut, you hear? You say one word to him about me, and I'll kill him. You understand me? Now, I'll be watching you.
Laura! Look!
It's all right, Laura. It's all right.
Oh, you must get out of here. Quickly, Gray. He'll kill you.
You're coming with me.
I can't go back. I killed the pilot.
What? You couldn't kill a hardhead like Ben. He's all right. Come on.
Hold it. Now, you stay right where you are.
Jared, let him go. I'll do anything you ask. Just let him go.
He won't shoot me, because if he does, they'll hang him.
They aren't going to find you, Captain.
Run, Gray!
Now you hold it. All right. Come on, Laura.
You just go ahead and shoot me, Captain. You just go ahead and put a hole through me, and you kill the only man that can save her.
He's right, Gray.
You think you can find your way back to the boat, Laura?
I think so, but
Go on back to the boat. Just trust me.
I do trust you.
You're bluffing, Captain. You aren't going to let anything happen to me.
On board the boat, I'm duty-bound to go along with the law. But right now, I'm not aboard my boat.
You wouldn't shoot me down in cold blood.
I could put a hole through you, and nobody would even care. But that wouldn't help Laura. I'm going to get what I want out of you without this.
No, but...
I want the truth! Had enough, Gray. The truth!
All right. My brother had a whip. He would have killed her. She had to shoot him.
You'll sign a statement to that effect.
Yeah. I'll sign it.
All right.
It isn't fair. I would have been the richest man in this state, and now I got nothing.
You got one thing, you don't even deserve that. You're alive. All right, let's get out of here.
Gloucester!
Stand by four lines. Stand by half lines.
Full stop, Cody.
All right, heave your lines. All right, pull them in. All right, time off. hope you enjoyed your trip.
Well, how do I look?
Why, Connie, you look as pretty as a sweet-smelling, night-blooming swamp flower.
You really think so, huh?
I really do. You know, that Betty Lou's a mighty lucky woman. Yes, sir. You think you're going to have time now to deliver Jarrett Sutton to the town marshal's office?
Well, I guess Billy will have to wait. Where is he?
Well, he wasn't feeling so good, so I had to tie him up. He's in
the cargo hold.
Right now, this is his confession. Be sure that the town marshal gets it.
Aye, sir.
Oh, Travis, have you seen Laura Sutton around anywhere?
Yes, I think she's up on the passenger deck.
I see, thank you.
That's it.
Mrs. Sutton, may I have a word with you?
Of course.
I want to apologize to you.
Well, there's no need.
Yes, there is. Jealousy is a very bad disease. What happened was not your fault.
I'm so truly sorry, Mrs. Rowley.
I have a big house. It will be quite empty now. While you're in Memphis for the trial, I would be very happy if you would permit me to share my house with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Miss Raleigh? Well, we're here.
Yes, we're here.
Yeah. What are your plans for after the trial, I mean?
I don't know. I imagine I'll go back to my father's plantation.
Oh. Well, maybe someday you might like to take a trip up to the Yellowstone country. It's beautiful in the spring.
Yes, I'd like that.
Well, you can write to me. Care at the Enterprise, St. Louis. It'll reach me. I'm pretty notorious up and down the river.
I shouldn't imagine anyone who'd ever met you would ever forget you. I know I won't. Goodbye, Gray.
Bye, Laura.